Welcome back to Let's Play Regalia of Men and Monarchs. Last time we did a lot of fishing, and we wound up in a spot where, story-wise, the debt collectors are ramping up the required amount of money per month, so we really need to kick our kingdom into gear. We also need to complete the quest, the feud, before the 2 months period is up. How am I doing on personal bonds? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm only at 5 people at rank 2. I can get Alice up to rank 3 real quickly, but I don't need to. It's specifically rank 2 and up that I need for the inhabitant quest. But before even worrying about that, I'm going to go ahead and deal with the feud quest. Oh yeah, we also made at least green quality gear for everyone, if not blue quality. So that is pretty nice. Oops. I go into regular quests. The Union has come crashing requesting your aid. This time you're supposed to settle a dispute between 2 families. Apparently both insist to have a claim on a spot of land, and both refuse to give it up. It's up to you to negotiate a peaceful resolution. Now, we get 40 party XP, which isn't much, but we do get a very nice reward, and that is the follow-up morph. It costs 2 skill points, but resets the cooldown of bang when slash is used, and reset the cooldown of slash when bang is used. So, effectively, you can use your attack skills infinitely with K, which would be very good. I would definitely trade 3% accuracy for that, because, I mean, I don't need more accuracy. So let's go ahead and take care of... What do you mean it's been updated? Let's go ahead and take care of that. Of course, there's no way things are going to end up too simple. So let's bring Griffith, Alice, Diego, Mifune, who just joined. And yeah, let's bring Gren. No, we need more elemental damage. Let's bring Theo instead of Gren. Meeting place only 1 day away.
What on earth? What happened here? This is disturbing.
Proceed with care, young master.
What's this?
A rock of some sort?
How do you think it got here?
Perhaps it fell from the sky, disrupting the proceedings.
Griffith?
I don't think that was the case. There's something odd about this rock.
That is a dragon.
I finally managed to take a nap, and not a minute later, something comes out of the woodwork to poke me in the ass. Figures. Oh, hello there, little humans. Anything I can help you with?
Wow! By the gods! Are you a dragon?
Actually, I'm an iguana. Once upon a time, I stumbled upon a smokehouse and ate too much bacon, hence my size. What the hell, guys? Of course I'm a dragon. What do they even teach you in schools these days? So, anyway, what's up?
Are you the one behind the wanton destruction here?
Sure thing,
Did
boss.
Kay faint?
Those dudes with pitchforks came here on their silly wagons right on the doorstep of my home and shouted and argued and made a big stinking noise. I hate when they do that. my migraine starts acting up. So I came out and politely asked them to move. Then they started shouting even louder. There might have been a rock or 2, or 10, so I ate them all. Makes sense, right?
How utterly vile!
I know, the taste was terrible.
This cannot stand. Right, young master?
Young master?
Okay, didn't quite faint, but...
It appears my employer may have been frozen due to utter terror.
Hey, whatever floats your boat, as long as he's not screaming. So, are you going to fight me or something? If not, I'm gonna ask you to leave. It's rude to interrupt a nap like that.
Indeed we will. Have at you!
Wait. Hold on for just a second.
Young master?
This dragon doesn't exactly strike me as evil. Don't you think he's a rather amiable fellow?
He's eaten innocent people.
Well, yeah, but it doesn't seem like they were very friendly in the first place.
I still say we slay him.
That's a rather extreme measure.
I'm standing right here, you know.
You said that you asked them to move?
Yup, I even tried chatting with that fancy tall-hatted fellow. That's how humans denote authority, right? By the size of their hats.
Pretty much.
Anyway, he wasn't too thrilled.
And then they started throwing rocks at you?
Usually, I don't mind. This stuff happens all the time, for some reason.
When the news gets out, people will not take lightly to all this havoc.
Yet what happened was a misunderstanding, and there's no need for further violence. I'm not saying what he did was justified, nor that it was reasonable, but allowing both sides to duke it out will end extremely poorly.
That is true.
Well, what can I say? I can't deny I'm a grouch, boss. I just want to be left alone. Is that so bad?
In that case, you need to work on your patience, Sir Dragon. What shall you do, young master?
Well, we were supposed to negotiate, right? Then we will negotiate.
I do not follow.
So tell me, did you eat everyone? No survivors?
What? No. I'm a dragon, not a pig. I have my standards, thank you. If you're looking for those other fellows, you'll find them in a village over the hill. Short walk, pleasant scenery.
My thanks, Sir Dragon. Let's go, Griffith.
Nothing is ever simple in this game. Thank you for coming here on such a short notice. Honestly, we were afraid you'd run away. Nah, don't mention it, sir. Also, you had some compelling arguments. Excellent. So we meet here on behalf of Mr. Tag, Mr. Bink, and, well, my name is Bakari. Mr. Bakari. As heir to House Lauren, the previous lords of these lands, it falls upon me to pass judgment in the case for the ownership of these lands. Judgment? What judgment? I thought we've already agreed that... Oh, what are you kicking me for, Tag? What's with the face? Why are you... Please proceed. Well, then... Mr. Tag, Mr. Bink, please proceed with your claims. Oh. This is a minigame. Negotiations. Each party by the table, Tag, Bink, and Bakari, has a disposition counter, reflecting their willingness to reach an agreement from 0 to 10 points. Your choices will gain support from certain parties and alienate others. Each party begins with 3 disposition points. To successfully reach an agreement and proceed with the game, each party will need to maintain at least 7 points until the end of the proceedings. Throughout the negotiations, Gwendolyn, Elaine, and Griffith will offer advice. As those tips will often contradict with each other, it's up to you to make the final call. There are also other less readily apparent ways to win in the negotiations. As such, you'll have to discover those by yourself. Keep your eyes and ears open. Okay. Well, it's my land. Oh, sorry, you were saying something, Tag? Nah, just go on. My family has been tending these lands for ages. Ages! I was there when the first huts were constructed, you know. Wait, don't you mean your ancestors were there? Yeah, bad wording. Sorry. We were the first. I refuse to let go of a premium patch of land, be it to my neighbor or a cranky dragon, mostly because, you know, it's mine. No offense. Well, Mr. Tag, what's your take on this? My grand tells me these lands were hit pretty bad during the Crusades. When we moved here from Ranthlasay, it was just wild, untamed soil. Nobody was around. So we took it as our own. You see, Grandma used to serve with the Rantlasian Vipers, so she knew how to tame the land. The Rantlasian Vipers? Mercenary company. Fabulous poisoners, I'm told. And it's an unseelie family tradition. Not really a dinner-time topic. Still, the land? We cared for it many, many decades. Imagine my surprise when Tag's family came a knocking, saying we should set aside. It was our property, Tag. You haven't really settled the hottest tract of land. The plot's being wasted out there, no matter how you look at the facts. Yet you left it behind during the Crusades. Meh. And what was the purpose of these festivities? Well, we wanted to solve it once and for all. I guess, yeah, in a sense. I thought it'd be nice to reach an agreement. I mean, we're civilized people, right? We both have history here. Arguments like these help no one. See, like, I don't want to move, ever. Neither does my family. I don't think that'll change, but it'd be nice to have some decision to hold on to. You mean it'd be nice to validate ownership? Is what I said, yeah. Somewhat. Wait, I don't get it. You weren't willing to part with the land, nor to move out, yet you still willingly organized a celebration, and very specifically to negotiate this issue? Well, he clearly wanted to hand it over to me. I think the word we should all really focus on here is negotiate. And then came Mr. Bakari. Yeah. Wasn't a pretty sight. He munched a third of our guys. Look, I'm sorry, alright? They were loud, obnoxious, and disrespectful. Why do you people have to scream so much? You think I enjoy eating the fat and the old... Hey, I'm just saying. What's your claim then, Mr. Bakari? Like I said, I just want some peace and quiet. I'm an old lizard, folks. If you leave me alone, great. I'll leave you alone, too. I don't care about your shenanigans. But our kids? What about them? I mean, I'd be afraid an imposing gentleman like you would turn them into a midnight snack, you know? Why are we even talking about this? It's a dragon, and this dragon... Ow, stop kicking me, Tag. Take it slow, probe them out, build up their goodwill. Judgment does not like haste. Show them, meanwhile, you know, we're all in this together. Well, this is a landmine. With or without a dragon in the equation, tread carefully. We need to work together on this. Wow. Damn, you don't say. I could swear that was why we came here. Ah, the lizard's right. We don't need platitudes. We need action. Come now, Bink. Don't you come now, Bink me, Tag. I haven't spent centuries here to be fed glib words. At least they're united in their opinion. Again, see, that's a start. Point still stands. They'll be more cooperative if they know you care. Are they serious? Just a moment ago, they were cowering in fear. Show them who's boss. Remind them of your authority. What do you mean centuries? It's just merely a turn of phrase. Moving along. Alright then, gentlemen. I think I need to know more. What for? Well, it's like we mentioned before. Bink's ancestors were the original owners of the surrounding patches of land. When war chased them out, my family moved in. Both of those were ages ago. It's his home as much as mine. But mostly mine. Still, consider this. It's been generations. Can you really just tell all my folks to pack up and leave? We're not some squatters. It's our toll out there, you know. I don't want to move if we don't have to. What? No shouting. I react poorly to loud noises. Right, I hope you get my meaning. Mr. Bakari, any additional input? I imagine you're the oldest around here. Like I already said. No, he isn't. Huh? Never mind. Well, anyway, you're correct in saying that I've been around here for the longest. And truthfully, I've only been using a small portion of the lot for my lair. What do you mean? I'm a traditionally minded dragon. I prefer a good old spacious cavern if I can get one. What use would I have for arable ground? You've eaten some people, though. Give me back a decent, quiet corner to nap in, and I'll be more than happy not to pick human bones from my teeth anymore. But you prey on our sheep. Nonsense. I'd never do something like that. Huh? But let me think. Our sheep have been vanishing for a better part of the year. When they do crop up, they appear drained of blood. And that's not you, then. I mean, I don't know. Do dragons drink blood? Not really. We are not big on soup. Any proof of that, though? Really? Look at my teeth. And then look at my size. And then look again. And again. Do I look like the sort to drink blood of sheep? Well, alright then. So I assume it's not Mr. Picari, but why would someone attack your sheep? Given their usual state? Well, why does a psychopath need a reason? I heard a story about a guy who used to brew marrow cocktails. No reason, all because he was kooky. Why are we even discussing this? Damn it, dragon, not dragon, whatever. How is this relevant to the topic at hand? We were supposed to talk about the contested plot of land. Mr. Bing, why are you being so defensive? I'm not being defensive. This is getting ridiculous. I hope you're not trying to suggest anything here, Sir Lauren. Come to think of it, you do look rather pale. Have you always been this pale, Bink? What? Yes, damn it, I've always been like this. What are you getting at exactly? Nothing? Just thinking out loud? Really? Really? No. Mr. Pink, are you hiding something from me? No. You think? Who knows? Maybe you seem to be on the cusp of discovering something, little human. I wonder. Stop it! I'm way too old to be bothered by your wild accusations. I mean... God, just stop whatever you're getting at. It's pure poppycock. It serves no other purpose but to irritate me and everyone around. I'm not irritated. Neither am I. Are you done? Can we continue? No, I think there's an unspoken undercurrent. Which one is the most pressing? Yeah, you're both trying to hide something. What? Huh? Well, that is interesting to say the least. Excuse me, Sir Lord, but have you been buying too many bath salts lately or something? Well, I'd have to agree with Blink. This is a pretty sweeping statement. Is it really, though? I may be talking out of my ass. Instead, Mr. Tag, I offer you compensation for conceding your claims. Just like that? Fairness may not translate well into money. I propose a compensation in services. Mr. Tag deserves to have input over the fruits of... Yeah, I'm not gonna succeed on this one, but I kind of want to keep going down the vampire route. He'll keep a fraction of the land, but Bink will employ him to care for the plot in his name. Sounds a lot like indentured sailor. What's a little savorier among friends? Sitting right next to me. Oh, Bink, I bathed to get. I'll have you know. Not you, you don't. I meant. Yeah, I assume. Yeah, must be me. Well and good. What are you going to do about the dragon? I'm part of this discussion as much as you are. Also, my finger weighs about 10 times as much as your skull. Did you know that? Let's proceed. I'm kind of worried about this too, you know. Let's hear it then. Let's see. Mr. Picard will keep the cave and quiet on the condition that he'll help defend the plot if such need arises. Sort of compromise. Forget everything and leave the dragon alone. More or less. Doesn't mean he's wrong. Negotiations failed. Alright, I need to keep going down that obvious vampire route. They're not both hiding something, it's just Bink. Let's need to learn more first. Any input? You're the oldest around here. Why would anyone attack your sheep? Are you hiding something from me? Let's hear some answers. What? Let's hear. What do you think I'm hiding? I think you might be older than you look. I've had experience with your kind before. I think you're a vampire. What? Oh, well. Neat. That's asinine. Asinine! Yeah, normally I'd think so too. I mean, you're right. The idea seems to sound ridiculous, but when you consider all the small signs... Signs? There's only so many times you can correct yourself after using I instead of my family before it becomes either a sign of mental illness or, well, you know. I'm sure there have been at least some weird things going on that could lend credence to what I'm saying. Like sheep being drained of blood, you mean? Precisely. Conjecture. Baseless conjecture. You cannot mean this. You don't need to sound so defiant, Mr. Bink. Being a vampire isn't a crime, and I don't care. This isn't why I'm prodding you, and you know this. However, you've been preying on the livestock of your neighbors. Lethally, if I might add. Was it to scare them away? To obtain land on the cheap? Talk all you want. I've yet to see concrete evidence. It isn't concrete, I'll give you that. But I have a way to be 100% sure. One of my guests is an experienced vampire, a neutral party with no stake in all this, if you pardon the pun. If anyone can judge these things, it's him. If you were brought before him for evaluation, what would his verdict be, Mr. Bink? Mr. Bink? Well, I might have lived a bit longer than I should, and I might have been bitten by a bloodsucker before. Big deal. I'll treat that as a yes. Oh, Bink. But I've never killed a man, nor have I ever plotted to do so. I have my standards. I don't kill men for thrill or sustenance. I'm not as depraved as you paint me, Sir Lauren. Like I said, I don't care if you're a vampire or not, Mr. Bink. I know that you've done wrong by your neighbors, and this is what you should answer for. My sheep. You've committed a crime, Mr. Bink. I can't ignore that, but I can promise that you'll be treated fairly and without prejudice. But first, we still have one more thing to settle. Huh? Oh, right, there's also the dragon. I think I may have dozed off. All that human drama, you know, it's so exhausting. Well, Mr. Tag, time to settle things between you and Mr. Bakari. Okay, so, well, but Bakari and vampires? Wow, I just don't know what to say. Have to ask Theo. I'm glad you exposed him, sire. Not every vampire can be of the amiable sort. Let's see. Bakari wants quiet. I think the best way to go is to reduce tag a little bit at the expense, like, to not lower Bakari's willingness. Leave him alone and you'll get along. Oh, wow. Okay, Mr. Dragon, do you have anything in mind? You know what I want, but I am open to suggestions. Oh, bummer. Sir Lauren, a hand here, please. Split a small portion of land around the cave and give ownership to Mr. Bakari. Let him do as he pleases there. I like the sound of that. Hell, maybe I'll even put some nice fence and a warning sign. Well, I guess that's acceptable. Yup. So we're in agreement. Yes, we are. Thank you, Sir Lauren. Alright, we've reached an understanding. Once again, thank you for coming. Crackpot Hypocrite King. This meeting is adjourned. We've managed to come to an agreement with all parties involved. I like dialogue bosses.
Now that everyone has left and we can talk, that went uncharacteristically well, don't you think?
You can say that again, young master. Truth be told, I was honestly amazed by how you handled this ordeal. A satisfying conclusion without bloodshed?
I just didn't think them hitting each other would do any side any good.
Your father would be proud.
Thank you, Griffith.
Hey guys, I just wanted to say that I'm thankful for what you've done. For smelly, squishy, noisy humans, you're alright.
Don't mention it.
By the way, your smell, it's different than what I remember, but you mentioned you were of House Lauren, right?
What of it?
Nothing. I just thought, well, aren't you fellows supposed to be dead?
Huh?
I knew a Lauren once. Upstanding chap, all regal, all diplomatic. Eyes like bronze, words like silver. That sort of thing. Funny that it was you who came to broker an agreement. He would have done just the same.
Can you tell me anything more about that Lauren?
His name was Elrond. Something like that. In my youth, I was a brazen, hot-headed lizard. People feared me, but he didn't. He offered me a place to stay. This place, in exchange for a share of my old hoard. And before you ask, no, I don't possess that hoard anymore. It wasn't much, but as I recall, he was desperate. Something about paying off a debt incurred by his idiotic ancestor.
Huh.
That sounds oddly familiar.
He wanted to use that gold to marry into a wealthy clan from the land of Arlen and go all robber baron on their precious resources. And he almost made it happen. Ironically, he died at sea while traveling to meet his would-be bride. They never secured the deal.
What happened?
I do not know for sure, though I remember hearing stories about a storm of the century. Poor Sod must have paddled right into it. Destiny is one terrible tragedian. So, did you guys ever pay off that debt?
To be honest, we were really hoping you could help us with that.
Sins of the past, still haunting the present. Poor, poor humans. All waxing poetic aside, I'm afraid I can't help you. I know nothing about your debt.
Damn.
However, I do know he was planning to visit his summer estate afterwards. Said he needed to show his ancestors' most prized possession to his brand new wife.
A summer estate? Lady Elaine and Lady Gwendolyn have never found anything pertaining to a summer estate.
Most prized possessions. Perhaps this is where the treasure vault was built. Sir Bakari, do you know the location?
Sorry, boss.
We'll have to investigate on our own then. You have our greatest thanks, noble Sir Bakari.
Good luck, little humans.
Alright, how long have we been going here? Oh wow, that was 30 minutes of dialogue. Alright, let's head back to Regalia. Where Unity is probably... Oh, it's actually been completed already. Sweet! Da-da-da. Definitely swap out 3 accuracy for follow-up. Let's see. Stopping power. Not super into that. So... Next time on Let's Play Regalia of Men and Monarchs, I think it's time to get more folks up to rank 2, because I'd like to get my kingdom quests completed before going out and dungeon crawling. See you guys then.